Chapter 10, we'll talk about performance measurement, monitoring, and program evaluation. We'll explain performance measurement, monitoring, and program evaluation, the different types of data required to perform these functions, and the ways in which data are used. We'll also look at the link between each of these or among each of these concepts, feedback and self-evaluating systems, and the data requirements that are necessary. And so again, that's the focus of Chapter 10. So the link between performance measurement, monitoring, and evaluation in information systems specify upfront the types of data to be collected to have necessary information to conduct performance measurement, monitoring, and program evaluation. Feedback and self-evaluating systems. Self-learning systems, heuristic systems, learn by doing. Self-learning systems take data and information, feedback about their operations, analyze it, and then use it to make adjustments in the way the program operates. Feedback becomes new input that can lead to changes, refinements, and improvements in how the program is designed and implemented. So the systems framework, feedback, and self-learning systems, you'll see the steps here, a lot of errors, but arrows. But you see feedback here, inputs, process, outputs, outcomes, impact. You're probably sick of hearing that with the logic model, but you see how that leads to feedback, and then the feedback can also lead to changes in the logic model system. Performance measurement. Ongoing reporting of program accomplishments, outputs, aka efficiency, quality, and outcomes, the effectiveness. The primary purpose of performance measurement is external reporting. Performance measurement has a financial and a managerial orientation with an equal emphasis on both. The rationale for performance measurement is transparency, to have programs collect and report to stakeholders data and information on their performance. Monitoring. The assessment of the extent to which a program is implemented as designed and serves its intended target group. Monitoring, or formative evaluation, takes place during implementation and provides feedback to identify when a program deviates from its original design or when the original design needs to be refined to accomplish objectives. The primary purpose of monitoring is program management. Monitoring lays the groundwork for program evaluation by helping to ensure that a program is implemented as intended. Monitoring and performance measurement overlap in the assessment of program outputs and outcomes. Performance measurement and monitoring are both concerned with outputs, quality, outcomes, issues of cost efficiency, and cost effectiveness. Program evaluation. Research techniques applied to determining the workings and effectiveness of programs. Used to determine the impact of a program, which requires establishing cause and effect relationships. Identifies positive and negative unintended consequences, and is used to provide feedback on results, accomplishments, and impacts outcomes, which may lead to changes and refinements in program design and social policy. Program evaluation overlaps with both performance measurement and monitoring in the assessment of results, accomplishments, and impacts. Program data requirements. Performance measurement, monitoring, and program evaluation are all necessary components of program assessment. Types of data programs need to collect to satisfy the requirements of performance measurement, monitoring, and program evaluation generally include coverage, equity, process, effort, cost efficiency, results and accomplishments, cost effectiveness, and impact. Coverage data provide feedback on the extent to which a program is meeting the community's need and reaching its target population. It's monitored during program implementation and used to determine the extent to which the target group is being reached. Ensure that individuals ineligible for the program are not served. Coverage data is also used to assess the adequacy or inadequacy of current program funding and service levels to meet community need. Equity data provide feedback on the extent to which specific subgeographical areas of a community and specific subgroups are being served by a program. Equity data is used during implementation, monitoring, or at the end of a program evaluation. Equity data provides stakeholders with information about the distribution of outputs, quality of outputs, and outcomes across subgeographical areas and subgroups. Process data provide feedback on the extent to which a program is implemented as designed. Process data are used during implementation to compare actual service delivery to planned service design. Process data is used during program evaluation to determine if a program was implemented as intended. Process data is used to monitor the extent to which programs are implemented in a culturally competent fashion and that the customs and needs of the persons being served are taken into consideration. Effort or output data provides feedback on the amount of products and services, the intermediate outputs that are provided, the quality products and services, so quality outputs provided, and the number of service completions, the final outputs achieved. Effort data can be monitored during implementation to compare actual effort to planned effort and to take corrective action when actual effort does not coincide with planned effort. Effort data can be used at the end of a program to document service delivery levels, program evaluation, and for purposes of performance measurement reporting. Effort data is used in determining a program's cost efficiency. Cost efficiency data provide feedback on the cost of providing program products and services, including intermediate outputs, quality outputs, and final outputs, the service completions. Cost efficiency data developed by computing cost per output, intermediate, quality, and final. During implementation, actual cost data can be compared with planned cost. Cost efficiency data can be used to assess a program's productivity at the end of a program year, and it's required for performance measurement reporting. Results or outcome data provide feedback on the extent to which a program achieves its intended results or outcomes, intermediate and final. Results data can be monitored during implementation to compare actual results achieved with planned results. Results data can be used at the end of a program year to document results achieved by a program and used for policy and planning purposes. Results data is required for purposes of performance measurement reporting, and it's used in determining a program's cost effectiveness. Cost effectiveness data provide feedback to the cost of achieving program results, outcomes, both intermediate and final. Cost effectiveness data is developed by computing cost per intermediate outcome and cost per final outcome. They're usually available only at the end of the program year during program evaluation and are used to document the cost of achieving results or outcomes for policy and planning purposes and for purposes of performance measurement reporting. Impact data provide feedback on what happened to clients as a result of program participation that would not have happened in the program's absence. Impact data is generated using research techniques, including creation of a control group for comparison purposes and use of statistics to measure the magnitude of the impact. They provide hard social science-based information that demonstrates the extent to which a program achieves measurable impacts with its clients. Differences in performance measurement, monitoring, and program evaluation are not primarily in the types of program data used as differences in when and how program data are used. Performance measurement uses program data for external reporting purposes. Monitoring uses program data during implementation for management purposes. Program evaluation uses program data after implementation for policy and planning purposes. So looking here at performance measurement, monitoring, program evaluation, and type of program data with table 10.3 here. You notice coverage, both monitoring and program evaluation. The assessment data equity, we notice again, monitoring and program evaluation, and same for process here with our assessment data. When we start looking at effort and cost efficiency here, we see performance measurement and monitoring are the levels. When we look at results and cost effectiveness, we see performance measurement, monitoring, and program evaluation. And then with impact, we see performance measurement and program evaluation, but not related to monitoring. Program feedback data provide information needed by the individuals most immediately responsible for implementing programs. Program feedback data satisfy reporting requirements of funding agencies, federal, state, and local governments, nonprofits, foundations. Program feedback data meet the needs of external stakeholders.